Hi, it's Darnell with Soul Food Cookbook and soulfoodcookbook.com. Today I'm cooking up a couple sweet potato pies. My church is having a Black History luncheon, and so I'm going to be taking some sweet potato pies. I'm going to show you how I go through that process of making those using a recipe from my soulfoodcookbook.com blog. So whenever you want to make some nice tasty sweet potato pies, you'll be able to do the same. So let me get started here now. Alright, so the ingredients of this cook, as you can see, are many, so I'm going to kind of go through all of them with you. I've got 2 pie crusts. These are already prepared pie crusts. I've got basically what was a 40-ounce can of yams that I've drained and mashed up. So some well mashed up yams here. I've got 2 3/4 cups of, 2 1/4 cups of evaporated milk. So that's 2 1/4 cups of evaporated milk. I got 3 eggs that I'm going to beat slightly. I've got 1 stick of butter right there. I've got 1½ teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I've got 1 cup of sugar. I've got 3/4 teaspoons of salt. I've got 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and I've got 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. So I'm going to get started with preparing that here now. Okay, so to get this started, I'm just going to take, and as I mentioned, I'm going to slightly beat those eggs so that they're slightly beaten. Alright, that's good enough. Get that out the way. Now I just basically combine all my ingredients together. So in goes the evaporated milk. I'm just going to help get that mixed in with my yams a little bit. In goes my eggs. Next, after I just get these slightly mixed up a bit, and take my melted butter here and get that mixed in. Just mixing it up a bit here. Now I'm going to toss in my cinnamon. Now my cinnamon's in there. Now that my cinnamon's in there mixed, I'm going to get my sugar. Pour in my cup of sugar. If you want to do it with low sugar, you can get sugar-free yams. I'm not using sugar-free yams for this, but they have sugar-free canned yams. They also, you can use like Splenda sugar blend if you want to, cut down the sugar a lot. I'm using straight sugar here though. Now I'm pouring in my salt. Now goes in my ginger. Now I'm going to drop my cloves, my ground cloves in there. I'm just going to get this well mixed, so I'm going to be mixing here for just a moment to get it all well mixed up. You want to make sure you mash those yams up real good. I just got one of my kids to just have fun mashing it to get it well mashed, because you don't want any rough stuff in your yams that make your pie kind of rough and rugged. You don't want that. Alright, so I've got this all done. Gonna go here and get my pie pans. Got my 2 pie pans now. Set those out. I'm just gonna, because these are aluminum, I'm gonna spray them with some spray. If these were glass, I would not do it, but since these are aluminum trays, it'll help a little bit there. Now I'm going to go get my pie crust out the refrigerator, because it's good to leave them in the fridge until you make your pie. As I always mention, you'll have flakier crust if you leave your pie crust in the refrigerator to the last moment and then break them out to get them set up in your pie. So got those out now. Get it out of here. I'll cut some more. You don't want to cooperate. Alright. Cooperate now. There we go. Now I'll get that pie crust out. Get it rolled out in there. Get it in that pie dish. First one is in. Alright, now I'll get that second one out. Cut that one long ways to help try and get that one out quicker. Alright, get that second pie crust out. And get that in here. Alright, now I've got those in, I've got everything all mixed up. My oven is preheated to 425 degrees. So now I'm going to back you up and show you as I get things into the oven. So I'll bring you back in just one moment. Okay, so we're here at the oven. I'm opening the oven up and I'm going to just pull that rack out. It's going to be a tight squeeze a little bit because, and I'm just checking to make sure that the weight, I don't have it too far out for the weight of the pies and such. It's going to be a tight squeeze a little bit getting these both in here. So put both my pies, the shells in there. Now that I've got those in there, I'm going to take my mixture, my sweet potato pie mixture, and start pouring it in while they're in here. If you try and like pour the stuff in first and then try and place them into the oven, you know, things might get kind of shaky and then you got to clean parts of your oven. And I've been there. And I know, I guess from that experience, you definitely want to take the recommended route. Just pour them in while they're already in the oven pretty much. You want to try and, you know, as best you can give even share to each pie crust. I think I already got a bunch over there. I'll put some more in here. Alright, let's do the last bit over here. Alright, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to get the rims protected on those pies. I got some rim protectors. I just stick those over these pies to protect the rims of them there. And slide this on in. It's kind of things are getting kind of jostled around there. Gotta be careful. Especially with those rim protectors, they're taking up the space. Make sure they don't get too. Those rim protectors are causing me a little trouble, a little grief. I'm gonna put them in and then put the rim protectors on, because those rim protectors, when I slide it in, are hitting the inside of the oven. Alright, so now I got them in good. Now carefully place my rim protector in there. I'm trying to keep from burning myself, of course. Alright, so I think we're kind of good. Yeah, closed, so we're good. Basically, runs at 425 for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to drop it down to 350, and it'll run at 350 for 55 minutes. I'll bring you back when all the cooking is done. Okay, so all the cooking time is passed. Going to open up. I'm pretty certain they're done from the looks of them. Going to get these rim protectors off. As I take it out, they're kind of jostling around. I'm going to turn the light on also there. So, kind of scraped it a little bit when I pulled that protector off of it. But, oh, a little too far out. But those are our finished product. That knife comes out pretty smooth. Those tops are pretty well done. Yeah, so they're good to go. They're good to go. Basically, I'm going to take these, stick them in the refrigerator, and let them cool. Let me turn my oven off real quick. I'm going to stick these in the refrigerator, let them cool. And since they're for a church function, I won't be doing a taste test, but I can assure you I've had these before. They taste very good. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the video with your friends, and please also subscribe to the channel. And good eating.